All right, Foothill CC, week 12. We are halfway. Okay, so we have English, history, Latin, science, and math today. So let's just knock them all out today. Okay, so history. Tell me about General Robert E. Lee. So it says in 1865, General. And so in our timeline song, we've done this. Let's not do that. This. The ASL is actually this. So the general's stripes on their regalia. So we'll do the ASL sign. So General Robert E. Lee. So twisting your fingers is your R, and then you have your L. Surrendered. So the sign for surrender is hands up. Surrendered to General Ulysses S. Grant. It goes kind of fast, so maybe your older students could do the U, the S, and the G. Same with Robert E. Lee, but for the littler ones that like to use hand motions, Robert Lee. Okay, at Appomattox Courthouse, and we're just going to take our sign for justice. So courthouse is actually this, and then you kind of draw a house. So we're just going to do the sign for the scales of justice in Virginia. And so Virginia, the sign for Virginia is VA. Okay, tell me about General Robert E. Lee. In 1865, General Robert E. Lee surrendered to General Ulysses S. Grant at Appomattox Courthouse in Virginia. At Appomattox Courthouse in Virginia. Okay, then we have English. And so that's a continuation of our song. Last week was to set, and this is going to mimic to set, but it is to sit. So to sit, sit, sits, sat, sitting, sat. Actually, that was to set. So let me do to set first. To set, set, sets, set, setting, set. To sit, sit, sits, sat, sitting, sat. And then we have math, teaspoons and tablespoons. So they can just chant this. 3 teaspoons equals 1 tablespoon. 2 tablespoons equals 1 fluid ounce. Or you could sing it to, I think, This Old Man. 3 teaspoons equals 1 tablespoon. 2 tablespoons equals 1 fluid ounce. 3 teaspoons equals 1 tablespoon. 2 tablespoons equals 1 fluid ounce. In Latin, we are already learning this in our morning assembly. So this should be very familiar for your students. We're just going to add the English to it too. So they can get their beat on. John 1:1. In principio era verbum. Then the English. In the beginning was the word. Super awesome. Then for science, what are the major purposes of blood? So there's 4. So you could even put 4 up. What are the major purposes of blood? And we're going to use our sign for railroad for transportation. So transportation, protection, communication, regulation. So keeping things nice and even. All right. That is everything for this week. I pray you all have a really beautiful winter, Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's break, and we'll see you next semester. Love you all.